You're at your old trusty boat. You call mighty sparrow. I'm in the city of Mardi Gras.
Welcome to the Sailing into Oblivion podcast, where we hear stories from everyday people who do extraordinary things. I'm your host, Jerome Rand. Hey, everybody, just a quick note. This podcast and any subsequent Murphy podcast are going to have foul language and some adult subjects, so ye be warned. Good. All right, guys. Welcome to the Sailing into Oblivion podcast. Sorry, I've been working 8 hours in a boatyard today, but I want everybody to realize that today is a special day. We are going to have a reoccurring guest for the rest of my time here in Maine. I want to welcome Murphy. Wait, Thomas Murphy.
Thomas Merrill Michael Murphy III.
Oh, boy, you're getting into full-on Maine. This is about the greatest Mainer I've ever met in my entire life. Cyanide, who knows? We'll have to wrestle it out, I guess. But pretty much one of the nicest people I've ever met in my life, and without not a worry. Without a doubt, one of the most genuine people I've ever met here up at Knights Marine in Rockland, Maine. And Murph, how you doing today, bud?
I'm great. Been, working all day.
Hey,
just doing that. Yeah.
Do I get a clam as well?
Yeah, you can have one. Yeah, you're yours.
A little white clam. Yeah. So today I brought this. I brought 2 for me and 3 for you. I hope that's suitable.
Yeah, that works. Yeah,
So, yeah, if anybody's out there listening and you got any young ones around, unlike the rest of my podcasts, it might get a little graphic. So just ye be warned. Ashtray?
Yes,
sir. There we go. You got a lighter?
Oh, yeah, I got one.
Oh, it's just full abandon. All right, so what'd you do today, Murph?
Well, I did some hand sanding on a lobster boat.
Oh, fuck yeah, bud.
Yep. And did some puttying on that same lobster boat.
Partying?
Puttying.
Oh, puttying.
A little bondo action.
I thought it was like a little sand, a little party, little...
No, filling in the little dings and dents, a little...
Body work.
Yeah, a little body work, yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And then worked on a sailboat this afternoon, sanding boot top stripe.
Oh, that's Dale's boat, right?
Yeah, Dale's boat.
Oh.
Dale Young.
Fuck yeah, bud.
Yeah.
Well, today, Murph, so what I'm thinking, here's my game plan, all right?
Yep.
This is what I'm thinking. For the rest of the time I'm up here, I'm pretty sure it's going to be like maybe like Fridays before we start drinking. You and me do a weekend update.
Weekend update here.
We go over what happened during the week. We talk about the crazy launches, anything, everything. We don't have to mention anybody's name.
Nope.
For instance, remember that one little tiny car that was out here? It kept stealing parking. Caught her today. She tried to get out, and
little blondie there.
Oh yeah, Jim we had a boat on the lift. He just right by the entrance, and I walk right up. I'm like, sorry, ma'am, you're gonna have to go see the ladies in the office. Felt great.
Yeah, I saw her like a few days ago there.
Oh, you saw her, did you?
Yeah.
Spider with your
white dress on. She looked like she was going to a wedding, a bendo wedding.
Oh, who knows?
Just another pretty face.
Well, hey, cheers there, bud. We're drinking today. We're drinking white clams.
White Claw, hard seltzer.
Delicious stuff. Murph loves it. I'm on the mango. What about you? Oh,
yeah.
We're doubling down.
Double down on the mango.
Hey, can you pass the ashtray to the middle, sir?
Yeah,
share, or you be shared.
Right.
There we go. Yes,
sir.
Well, so knowing that you and I are probably going to do this quite a few times.
Yeah.
I'd like the audience to just be able to get to know the Murph, Get to know you, a little bit of the history. Where were you born?
I was born in Holton, Maine. That's up in northern Maine, Aroostook County. Quite a far ways up, probably about 300 miles north of here.
300 miles?
Yeah, 300 miles north.
Is that on the Canadian border?
Yeah, it is right on the Canadian border. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, and my dad moved down here when I was 3 years old. So See, that would be 52, 53 years ago. I went to work at Fisher Snowplow, Fisher Engineering. It's a place in Rockland that builds snowplows, you know.
Like big industrial
just
government ones?
Ones that fit on a half-ton truck, three-quarter ton truck. Just, you know, individual, you know, like if you had a parking lot or driveway, you know. But
Yeah, anybody can get them.
But they were hiring. They were a growing company, and he needed a job, so.
They just built him. He never did. He wasn't like a plow guy.
No. He worked at the factory. He was a welder, painter.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Iron cutter. Yep.
Man's man.
Yep.
Nice.
Yep. And I worked there for a while. When I got out of high school in 1983, I worked there from 83 to 96. Yep. Got in a little trouble there at 1996.
Uh-oh. What happened?
Caught smoking a little marijuana one day and one night.
Aren't we lucky that now in the state of Maine, the great state of Maine, they have decided that is okay?
Yep, I guess so. But back in 96, it wasn't, so.
You ought to get some reparations for that.
Yeah, right. Yeah. For that.
What happened to you?
Well, they investigated a little bit. They see my name in the paper after a couple weeks went by, and they see it in the paper, and they looked into it, and lo and behold, it happened during dinner break that I got caught. So they wheeled me.
They wheeled you?
Yeah, they got rid of me. They dumped me off. So then I went fishing. Like the very next day, I went with a friend of mine, lobstering down Owl's Head. And
that's how you made your way down here?
Yeah. Well, no. We were living in Rockland at the time.
Okay.
But this was just unseen focus, unseen thing that I ended up here. But we're here, so no
right.
worries.
Yeah. Hey, well, it's a great place to be.
Yeah, that's right.
We're in probably one of the most prime real estate sections of Rockland, Maine.
Yeah, we're on the
waterfront, got the greatest view. Ferry boats coming and going. Keep an eye on the harbor in a way.
Yep. Oh yeah.
You think you'll just sneak right past old Murph shack? No, doesn't happen.
That's right.
Oh, Murph. God, I'm so glad we're finally doing this. I got to tell you.
Right?
Such a legend. All right, so that brings you to Rockland, then you started lobstering.
Yeah, went sad lobster.
How old were you then?
She's 96. I don't know. I would have been
like 62.
No, I ain't even 62 yet.
No, young man.
Let's see. I'm 56. 96. I don't know. You do the math.
No, I'm not doing the math. I've worked all day. My brain is fried afterward.
Anyway, I went lobstering for a while. Then I went. The guy that I was lobstering with rigged his lobstering boat up to go scalloping.
Oh.
So we went scalloping around the bay here, right out front, and then we went down to Cape Cod and went scalloping down there. You know, it got a little more intense, got a little more workload and all
that's dangerous waters. You do George's Bank?
Oh yeah, well I've been out on George's Bank and then I went big boat scalloping on 100-foot scalpers with two 15-foot drags, and we did all that. Got in a little accident one afternoon out there. We got run down by a 900-foot tanker.
Jeez.
Ran into our rear quarter down in the Hudson Canyon, Elephant Trunk, somewhere down off New Jersey there.
Wait, set the scene a little bit for that. What was going on?
It was
foggy?
Foggy,
It's always
rainy,
foggy.
windy. And there was a lot of boats in that area, and it's kind of like the shipping lane of boats going into
Boston, New York, all that. Because
yeah.
there's right off of Cape Cod, just north. Well, I guess right off Cape Cod is George's Bank. It's the size of Rhode Island, or probably even bigger actually.
Yeah.
And there's this great South Channel runs in between that and Cape Cod.
Yeah.
And those are all shoals, it's shallow water, all that sort of stuff. Currents are crazy, shipwrecks everywhere. And then you've got two shipping lanes that converge. coming out of New York and Long Island, and also coming out of Boston, north of Cape Cod, and they converge there. So not only do you have all the fishing fleets reaping the benefits of all that shallow water, but you also have all the shipping going as well.
Correct.
And it's a crazy place.
Yep.
I like to sail right through there and piss off all those guys. Mighty Sparrow, get the fuck out of my way.
Yeah, right. But
sorry, Cap. I'm just trying to sail.
yeah.
So, yeah, foggy, windy, bad out.
Yeah,
you
they
guys
hit
are
us
dragging?
We were towing. We had the gear in the water. We were towing. They hit us in a, let's see, starboard side, rear quarter.
How fast were they going?
I think they were going like 22 knots.
Jeez. In limited visibility.
Yeah.
Wow,
Limited
that's probably
visibility.
not
We were
smart.
in an 80-foot steel boat. They were in a 900-foot steel boat. It knocked our engine beds right off the mounts and messed our shaft up, messed our wheel up. We had to get towed in. I had got 3 broken ribs out of the whole
Were you
mess.
on deck?
Yeah, I was on deck, knife in my hand, thrown up underneath the cutting box.
Holy smokes.
You know,
Yeah, because, I mean, you think about it. On your boat, the engines are droning away, so you can't hear shit.
no, you got stereo blasting too.
What? Can you remember what song was playing?
No, I don't remember what song was playing.
I'm picturing it's "Rock You Like a Hurricane" by
maybe.
who? I can't even remember who sung that
Satellite radio.
one. Rock you like a hurricane.
Yeah, we got rocked, all right.
God Almighty! But you stayed afloat.
That's right. Stayed afloat.
How many on board?
7 total. 7 men. 7 men. Including captain, everybody. 7 men.
Holy smokes! Nobody got seriously injured.
No.
Couple broken ribs. That's nothing,
Yeah,
right? Not for a guy like you.
Nothing.
You probably kept hauling.
No.
Let's finish the trial, boys.
It messed me up pretty good.
Yeah,
And I got a little concussed, too. There was a speaker on the wall that wasn't mounted. A Bose speaker. Probably
Yeah.
about as big as a loaf of bread. A lot heavier than a loaf of bread. It hit me in the back of the head.
Oh, really?
Kind of knocked me down. Knocked me up. I don't know really what happened, but
Well, that explains a lot, though.
yeah.
I'm just kidding, Murph.
As long as I get hit in the head, I'm fine.
Hey, remember, I don't want you to be nervous about this podcast, there, bud.
I'm not.
We're just kicking it. Cheers again.
Just see if I can.
I'm just
Trying to
appreciating.
remember everything. That's
Yeah. Oh no, I hear you. And I tell you, I mean, that's the thing is, when I meet somebody like you,
right.
it's just the fact that we can even put this down and record it for posterity, for everybody else to be able to sort of get a glimpse. They're lucky. Anybody listening to this podcast, consider yourself lucky.
That's right.
That's right.
Luckiest.
I'm the luckiest because I get to hang out with Murph.
You can't
All
tell
the
how
time.
many people are listening right now.
No, it's not live, so
Oh.
we're just recording. So
that's
if you go off on some crazy tangent or something like that, I can edit it out
Oh wow.
before we post
Put
it.
like live on TikTok.
And no. And if at the end of this you're like, hey, Jerome, you know what? Let's not. I won't
fine.
put it out. But I'm pretty sure once you get in the groove and you realize that it's just me and you chatting away here, we're gonna be able to make some magic happen. We're gonna get thousands of downloads.
Yeah. Well, we'll see.
I think so. Who knows? We'll get into a lot of the other stories. But so, how'd you end up here at Night Marine?
My buddy, a good friend of mine, kind of half owner of the place, Cyanide. I kind of needed a place to go, and he goes, "I got a place for you. Come stay." And
Boy, he's a good guy.
and
Simon.
here I am. He says, "You help me whenever I need help, and you can stay here as long as you want." And that's the way it's been ever since.
I'll tell you what. When I first got here, I still remember the first time I met Cy, and I never met him the first year when I was prepping the boat, to get ready for the trip. And it wasn't until I got back, and I just remember him eyeballing me, and he was like, "What was it like out there?"
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh my God, Cyanide's talking to me!
Ah,
Holy smokes!"
legend.
Oh my God! I hopefully I'll be able to get him on here, but I feel like he might be a little nervous.
Oh yeah.
He's not, it is.
He is a little nervous.
Oh, Cyanide. No, he is. He's quite a legend. I'll tell you. I mean, when I got up here this year, it was like 2 nights, 2 days here, first day, and he took us out to dinner.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that was pretty good.
That's the way he rolls.
Had to try and keep the cap on you, though. Murph, quiet down.
It's pretty wild, huh?
You're just such a personable person.
Yep.
It's like, gregarious. I think that's the word for it. Gregarious.
Never heard of that one.
It basically, you're the guy who walks into a place and is not afraid to say, "Hey, everybody, how's it going?
Okay.
Murph here, bud."
Yep.
Oh, fuck yeah, bud.
Yeah, that's kind of like me.
And how long you been here at nights?
3 years, I think. 3 or 4 years. I don't know.
Yeah, because, I remember you from the second time I came up here in 2018.
Yeah,
But
I was here back when we first landed.
2017, I was just a flurry of activity trying to get ready for that trip around the world.
Yep.
So what do you think of the old Mighty Sparrow sitting out there?
Oh, she's a good one, ain't she?
Yeah, she's a pretty old girl, but I'm looking forward to moving over here
Oh, yeah.
to Murph's neighborhood.
Yeah, make the backyard here.
Yeah, we'll get...
Side yard, whatever it is.
Yeah, and I've got the old tent, too, for the outdoor thing. You know what would be really nice would be to get one of those little outdoor, one of those mini fridges, and we can put it up outside.
Right.
I'm hoping we can sort of quarantine an area off. Maybe keep the vagrants out.
Right.
I don't want anybody hopping on my boat at night.
Yeah, we don't allow that. That don't happen.
No. But I did realize they started putting those floodlights, you know the ones that are on the poles here? Yeah, they had some of those on the boats. Problem was, when the guys went and put the plastic over the boats, they covered up all the lights.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, it happens. It's first year, You learn these things.
Yeah.
But, so, all right, cool. Well, that is the mystery unraveled that is Murph.
Right?
No, that's just the history. So
Some of it, yeah, that is.
a little bit,
Some
yeah.
of it.
We can get into other stuff along the way, but this one really just it's about I want you to basically get used to sitting here with a microphone. It's kind of weird, isn't it, when you have a microphone in front of your face?
Yeah, it's different, that's for sure.
It's hard to just sit, because if we're just sitting here and looking at each other chatting, it wouldn't even matter. But you won't even look at me right now. Look at me!
That reminds me of when the FBI was asking me some questions one day.
Oh, really?
No,
Ah, see?
I just made that up.
See, there we go. Murph's getting comfy. Tell you what, let's down these claws and open the next one.
Right.
What do you say?
Yeah, that shouldn't be no big deal.
All right, let's do it.
Yes, sir.
Oh, man. That reminds me of that scene
Pineapple.
in Jaws
See you in Jaws. Yes, sir.
where
Quint.
chugs the beer, and then not Brody. Who's the other? What's the scientist's name?
Oh.
I know it's what's his face? But anyway, he has the styrofoam coffee cup, and he crushes that.
Yeah, what's his name when he's hauling to him?
I know. God almighty. That, and when he grabs his hand, he's like, you've been counting money all your life.
Yeah.
God, that movie's so good. I still remember one trip where super calm, past the Gulf Stream, perfect conditions. I was able to bring a little projector out on the boat.
Nice.
And project onto the sail. So the screen is huge, like 8 feet or whatever. And I watched Jaws.
Nice.
And I always wondered what it would have been like if, a big ship or something sailed by and saw what was going on there.
Yep. Didn't happen though, huh?
No. But I always thought it'd be pretty funny, really. In my head, I was like, boy, what if it was like me watching a porno or something?
Never seen the end of a porno movie, have you? Never made it that far.
No. I'm just a young buck. So, man, I am tired. I'll tell you what, this couple invited me to go and have dinner.
Tonight?
No, tomorrow. And I had to
Who
tell
was that?
South African.
Oh,
and his
yeah,
wife.
yeah.
Really nice couple.
Neil.
Neil. And I want to, but I was dead honest with him. I was like, listen, when I finish a day of work here, if they're pushing me hard, I'm dead to the world.
Yeah.
I can barely even think right now.
Well,
Excuse
Thursday
me.
should be an easier day for you. You're just going to put floats in the water, I guess.
We already put 2 in.
Yeah, well, they're not. They're in, but they're not in.
Yeah, but it's never an easy day for me, though.
No.
I'm running around like a freaking crazy
You would
person.
think Thursday would be easier, but hey, who knows?
Yeah. Well, the only problem is because today, wake up, it's raining, it's foggy, it's a perfect May day or Maine day.
Yep.
And a bunch of people canceled. They didn't want their boats launched.
Oh, wow.
And then that big old blue boat, put that one in the water, and water's coming in it, so it had to come back out. So there's another one. So there's like 3 or 4 boats that should have gone in today that did not.
What's the story on the blue one?
Well, J-Ski, he's going to take a look ski.
Oh, I see.
You know, it's just one of those things. It's funny because every once in a while you get people who they're looking at their watch, tapping it, going, "Hey, you said 12:30," and I always try and say, between 11 and 2.
Right.
It's like the cable guy sort of thing.
Doing
you
that
know?
high tide.
Well, it's just you never know because sometimes you put a boat in, they can't get their engine started. 30 minutes later, you finally get them out, and then another time, some heap of crap you put in the water, you think this is going to sink, and it just sails right out. So you never know.
Never know.
You got to be flexible.
Never know.
That's
Some are Walmart boats and some are Mercedes Benzes,
But you never know which one's actually going to work.
That's right.
Cheers to that, bud.
Cheers to that.
Cheers to that, you old scallywag. I keep calling Jim a scallywag.
Yeah, he is.
He's funny. He wouldn't let me drive the launch boat today.
No?
I was a little upset about that.
Why won't he let you drive the launch boat?
I don't know. He wanted to show off his skills, and he drove the boat like a madman, revving the engine left, right, and center. And I'm just like, hey, bud, that engine didn't do anything to you. Why are you doing that
Jim
to it?
angry.
Well, I think sometimes when the old stallion, not the old stallion, it's the young stallion, when the old bull wants to show the young stallion.
Yeah, it's just what it is.
Yeah,
That's just what it is.
Yeah, it is. But
Jim's good people.
they're all good people.
Yeah.
When I was down there in South Carolina, I could not think of any other place I wanted to go.
Right.
But right here at Knights Marine, the biggest little boat yard in Maine. We don't build boats. We build boats better.
That's right. Yeah,
That's
we
how
have
we
fun.
do it.
It's a happy little family. It's
a great place.
Here and they fall in love with the place, just like you did. And there's some other people I've met last summer. A couple from South Carolina there.
Oh, is that
Michelle and her boyfriend, husband, or whatever there. And
right?
and just last weekend there, Tom.
Yeah.
From Rhode Island.
Well, he came. I got to meet his family today.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Just half of them, so 3 of the kids, and then his wife. And did you know? So, do you know how he met his wife?
No idea.
Okay, so in the 80s, he went and hitchhiked 40,000 miles across America, right? Towards the end of that, he was sitting there on the side of the road, and he sees a car. And never before has he ever wanted a car to really stop. He's like, well, they passed me, no big deal. But for whatever reason, he saw that car, and he was like, I need this car to stop. And he's just giving it all. And the car goes into the passing lane. He thinks it's over. And then for whatever reason, she ends up stopping, and it's his wife, his future wife. Wow. There was a connection right there. And I even asked her about it. I was like, oh, my gosh, you're the one who stopped for him. And she had a good chuckle about that. But they're all on the boat. I think they took the boat over to Journey's End or the Town Dock or something like that.
Well, maybe the Landings.
The Landings?
There's other places.
Isn't there one more like the Town Dock or something like that?
Public Landing. Yeah, there's the Public Landing. Well, there's actually,
here in Rockland, in downtown Rockland, we got Night Marine once we get our floats in.
Yeah.
We got, and can people pay for dockage here if they want to?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah.
$30 a day, I think. Something like
$30?
Yeah.
How, does that depend on the boat size?
Not sure.
Dale. Oh, that's right. It's a Daly's department.
podcast Dale one of these days.
Maybe.
That would be interesting.
Well, he's in charge of the
He's
docks.
the dock master.
Murph's in charge of the weekends and the electrics. If you need yourself a nice 30-foot electric cord, come see Murph.
Yeah.
He's got them available. Charges in white clams.
That's right. Oh, shoot. Well, we help each other out here. Someone needs a hose. Someone needs a cord. We say, yeah, you can use it. Just bring it back, Just bring it back.
Yeah. Oh, well, I kind of felt bad because Tom, he set down some 5-gallon diesel jerry can somewhere and went to go get it, and it's gone. I was like, you can't set something like that down. Did you write the boat name on it? Nope.
Right.
That's all right, though.
Live and learn.
Lesson learned. Yeah, that's what. Whenever I chalk up an experience like that, I chalk it right up to a lesson learned.
That's right.
Seem to learn those every day.
Put your boat name on it, your name, just put it all over it,
Yeah, or just put it on the boat.
Right.
Hey, what's that number 64 on your door?
That's the year I was born, 1964.
Really?
Yep. This is the year I was born, 1964. The year the Rolling Stones got together and the year the Beatles started up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Think
Holy
that's something.
smokes.
Yeah.
And then that little bumper sticker, I ate naked at Bucks,
Yeah.
Freeport and
That's,
Wyndham, Maine.
barbecue place I went to. There you go. Yeah.
Were you? Were you naked?
No. That's just their logo, I guess, or whatever you want to call it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hey, I went up to Hannaford's.
Up to Hannaford.
No Bush Light.
Hannaford.
Again, second
Wow.
time. No Bush Light.
Wow.
Had to settle for white clams, and
Gotta go to Shaw's, maybe.
I got those stubbies of Coors Light.
Oh.
They're they're
big
like the
bag?
12 or 16 ounce cans that it look like bottles.
Yeah.
So we'll have to crack into those at some
Them are
point.
good.
Yeah, silver bullet.
Yeah.
We used to drink a lot of that in the BVI because they don't sell Bush Light.
Oh, yeah. Coors are all right.
Yeah.
Good
They'll,
day drinking stuff.
they'll do the job. Pretty watery, but, not bad.
Yeah.
Not bad. Yeah. Not bad at all.
We got lobster boat races this weekend, Sunday on 20th, Father's Day.
Oh, really?
Yeah, right out front of you. We're going to have...
Where? Yeah. Does that's obviously got to be outside the break wall.
Nope, it's inside the break wall.
It's inside the break wall?
Just inside the break wall. They run right down. It's drag racing. It ain't oval racing. They get them out kind of past the lighthouse a little bit, and then they have this one boat that's like the starter boat, and they all have to kind of get with him, and then he lets them go, and they go,
Is there any reigning champions?
Oh, yeah, there's a lot of bragging rights. Yeah, there's a lot of, yeah.
Who's the reigning champ?
I don't know about who the reigning,
It can't be.
There's a boat called Wild Wild West that's really fast.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Wild Wild West.
Pushing those freaking engines super hard.
Yeah.
Anybody blow them out?
Oh, yeah, they've blown them up before, yeah.
There
yeah.
goes the season.
Well, no, some of them just have a racing boat. They're into it hard. They have a racing boat, and they have a boat they fish out of, too. So.
Oh, to me,
yeah.
that sounds a little cheap. I feel like, you should have to haul a couple ton of lobster in it to
As long as it
qualify.
has a pot hauler in it, I guess you can race it. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Hey.
It has to be a working lobster boat.
Are there any lobster boats for sale in the marina? I mean, you can fix up?
Well, probably there might be one or two, but they're awful expensive. Awful.
I saw Miss Isle
Yeah.
from Matinicus.
Yeah.
That was a good looking boat.
Oh, yeah, that's a humdinger, that is.
They've got a lot of lobster out there, don't they?
Oh, yeah, that's...
Yeah, you can swear, bud. You can.
Yeah, that's one of the better places out there to go.
Better places in all of Maine, isn't it?
Tinnicus Island, yeah.
But you better.
22 miles offshore from here. Just a pile of rock, 2 miles wide, but 1 mile wide.
That's the first one that I come to every time I sail in.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, there's Matinicus Rock, and then there's Matinicus
Island, right.
So this,
And you said what, 30 people live out there?
yeah, it's depending on what time of year it is.
Hmm.
It's probably 1,300 out there tonight, but I don't know, maybe-
1,300?
Nah, probably not that many. There might be 600 or 700, but no. In the summertime, it fills up, and in the wintertime, it empties out.
So there's a lot of like summer homes out there.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Okay.
No stores, no hotels, but there are like a bed and breakfast place and, like camps you can rent.
So there's a little bit of tourist industry out there.
A little bit. Not big, though. There's no restaurants. There might be a place where you could go get a coffee or a Danish in the morning, but there's no.
Right.
I call it Lug Island because you have to lug everything else in.
Yeah, right. You gotta lug it yourself.
Yeah, you gotta lug it yourself.
No Dunkin' Donuts out there.
No.
Or no, it's actually, it's not Dunkin' Donuts anymore.
No,
it's just Dunkin'.
Yeah.
I like their coffee though.
Yeah. Some people that's their white clam. That's.
Yeah, they gotta have it.
They gotta have it.
If they don't get it, they get all ornery.
Yeah. Kind of like that cigarette in the morning,
Gotta have it.
Everyone's got their own little vices, I guess.
Yeah, me, it's the old vapes, man.
Yeah, the vapes.
I'll tell you, I'd love to kick these little bastards, but I don't know. They're just so nice. The biggest thing that got me into these was just the fact that the smell of it wasn't so crazy. Like cigarettes, there was a point where when I first smoked, it didn't even dawn on me that anybody else could smell a cigarette. And then after a while, I started to realize just how bad it smelled. And then it got to a point where, I'd be in an airport and I would go out of my way to go outside to go smoke a cigarette and then have to spend like 30 minutes to get back through security and all that sort of stuff. And then they came out with these things. Man, you can sneak these anywhere.
Yeah, go to the bathroom or get in the hallway by yourself or something.
Mm-hmm. And then you're done and good. And that sort of dropped off the smoking, which I suppose is good. But I don't know. I don't know if these are much better, to tell you the truth. Can't be. If you're inhaling it into your lungs.
They say there's a thing called popcorn lung. I've heard that people that vape can get popcorn lung. You ever heard of popcorn lung?
No,
It's something that's caused from your lungs having moisture on them.
Oh, constantly?
Yeah.
Are you a doctor? Are you a PhD?
I'm not.
Well, I don't know if you should be telling our listeners.
I read on a news blog, a glob, of whatever you want to call it, come across my phone, said about the vaping can cause popcorn lung.
Well, and there was...
Anybody out there knows anything about popcorn lung,
Yeah, leave a comment.
Leave a comment.
There we go.
Heard of it?
I don't know where you could leave a comment.
You can let me know.
Yeah, that'd be kind of good.
Yes, sir.
Oh, man. This is so good. I'm so glad we're doing this, Murph. I really am.
Bud.
Really am. Man.
Keeping track of the time.
Oh, well, because I have to watch it. Basically, so with these, I try to keep these podcasts at like an hour.
Yeah.
This is going to be episode number 38.
38.
Yeah. So far, we've had about 8,000 downloads of all the episodes total.
Yeah.
So it's slow. It's it's growing. It's growing.
Do you have normal like Joe Smith that watches every one of your podcasts?
I honestly I don't even know. The kind of the cool thing with this, the platform that I use, they allow. They set it up so that if anybody is kind of like they really like it, say Joe Schmo really enjoys the podcast and they'd like it to continue because it costs me money to be able to put this out.
Wow.
They can then go and basically pledge like $5 a month or something like that, and that helps keep it sort of
Patreon.
It's not. It's basically this platform's form of Patreon.
Right.
But those things, I don't know. They're kind of weird. So you can set those up, right? And you can set it up so that if you donate a certain amount of money, you can get this extra content. And I was kind of thinking to myself, that's stupid. I'm just going to put the podcast out. And if people enjoy it and they want it to continue, then they can support it. But I'm not going to be like, oh, well, guess what?
It'll either sink or swim.
Yeah, exactly. See, that's why. Cheers, bud. God almighty. This pineapple's going down
Pineapple's
good.
Good. Wrong with pineapple.
I feel like I should have brought more, but that's all right. I'm gonna just milk this one. But that last one's all yours, bud.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
See that picture over there? That's the lobster boat race. See how they got them all lined up there? There's 2 of them there.
Oh, yeah.
21 and 20.
Right.
Yeah,
And a lot of Maine Lobster Festival. What's that? What's that all about?
well, Celia plays today. Knights Marina, Celia Knight is...
Oh, she's on the board of that,
she's
right?
president.
She's president.
Yeah. Her mother was involved for many, many, many years.
Mm.
And with declining health and old age, she can no longer do it. So Celia took over the reins, Celia Knight.
Geez, she's just a saint.
Saved every one of them, every poster, and I kind of went through her collection
And just stole them.
nice.
Yeah,
I
Celia,
borrowed
Murph's
them.
got them all. Murph's got them all.
I borrowed.
I'm
them.
telling.
I didn't take any ones that she didn't have 2 of.
Good man. Good man.
And my tape kind of... I got some shingles. I got to re-shingle her out there. I got to get a little water damage, but...
What, in the shack?
Yeah, the water damage up there in the corner. I don't know.
Well, I'll tell you what, we can fix that. I'll tell you, I keep thinking of little projects for me and you for the weekends where we can do a little, just that little extra, you know.
Tank out there needs paint.
You know what else needs paint is the launch area, the metal railing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and here's the funny thing. So I was talking to one of the other guys, and I was like, oh yeah, grind that all off, and then we'll do white and do a little red stripe. And he was like, no red stripe. And I'm thinking to myself, come on, it's Night Marine colors, red and white.
Safety yellow.
Yeah, but here's the thing. I figured it out. We could paint it white, and then just do red boot stripe sticker, so that can't rub off on anybody's boat. Right. Smart. I'm beating the system.
It up, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
classy.
Yeah, exactly. That big diesel tank, boy, that's going to be a bear, though.
Nah.
Why is it black? Won't that heat up the diesel in the sun in August?
No idea.
That doesn't make much sense.
Idea.
Oh.
Probably had some extra black laying around. So
True. I feel like that should be white, and it should say no smoking around it. Maybe right next to the fire pit.
Right.
Exactly. I hope we get to do another little roast up of lobsters again.
Oh yeah,
that was fun.
July, the full moon in July, we will be on it.
Well, and we've got all that extra wood. We got to start doing little bonfires on the beach, small ones. Yep. We have to get a permit though before we can burn the old docks. That's gonna be pretty impressive. Yeah, we want to do it legit here at Night Marine. We do it the legal way. Mm-hmm. Night Marine, we don't build boats. We build boats better.
That's right.
Biggest little boatyard in Maine.
Yep. 10-4 on that.
I thought of some other great catchphrases for Night, but dang it, I forgot them. Brain's fried.
Gonna have to jot them down,
We hauled quite a lot of boat today.
Yep.
Moved a lot of boat. Hey, don't play with those springs. It echoes through the microphone, Murph.
A little feedback.
Yeah, a little feedback.
Ted Nugent style.
No, who is the one that who's the one that used to make his guitar talk? Ah, shit.
Peter Frampton.
Frampton, good man. Wah. I want meow. Oh,
crazy.
Well, crazy is as crazy does.
That's right.
Just so good, Murph. So good.
So good.
Yeah, I figure our weekend updates would be pretty good.
Weekend updates.
We just got to catch each other at the right times.
Yeah.
I think weekend updates, I don't know. What do you think? Better on Friday evening after work or Saturday morning when we're having our first beers?
Yeah. I could do it then. Yeah.
I don't think I'm going to get another sort of teaching job on the weekend again. I think that's a once and done. Although I know Jeffrey wants a little bit of instruction, but he can't pay though. So
yeah, he can't pay.
The time is valuable. Cyanide taught me that.
Time is valuable.
He said, "Hey, bud, that's valuable experience." You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. That's right.
We do have to figure out where we're gonna put all the lights and stuff once I get over here, because I got a crap load of them. Well, you've got your solar lights out there sitting bundled up on the picnic bench for the last 2 weeks. We haven't set those up. Hey,
Ain't that time?
No time, huh? Yeah, I beg to differ there, bud.
We'll get them.
We'll get them. I've got mine pretty much decked out on the boat. It's
Yeah.
all about the lighting, really. You know, when
That's
the
right.
evening comes around, because we are coming up to June 21st. You know what day that is, right?
First day of summer.
Yep.
Longest day of the year.
Longest day of the year, exactly. I'm
Day of
pretty sure
summer.
they call it the
Summer equinox.
summer equinox.
Yes,
Dang,
sir.
Murph.
Yep.
That is your forte, though, sir. I love watching your weather reports on TikTok. Murphy, what's your tag? What's your call
Thomas
sign?
Murphy loves 64.
Thomas Murphy Lobster 64 on TikTok. If you want to know what the weather is in Rockland, Maine, you can check right in there.
Yeah, you can check in on that. I don't know. You can't kill me. I'm just a weatherman, you know? The
Hey,
only person that
as long
gets-
as you're right 50% of the time.
That's right. You know, they don't get it right every time, but I usually do mine when I've had a few to drink. Once in a while, I'll do them in the morning, but usually I do them happy hour.
Well,
Happy hour weather reports.
they're better that way. And I'll tell you, Murph, I really want to. I'm going to be keeping an eye in the old secondhand shops whenever I have to go to the gas station to load up on a few things. I'm going to be looking out for a barometer, thermometer combo because I think we need to mount one here in the shack so that you can check that.
Yeah.
Because I'll tell you, even offshore, nothing is truer than a barometer.
Right.
When that sucker starts falling like crazy, I know that it's time to get ready for a blow.
Probably Goodwill might be able to. I'll keep my eye open too.
I think so too. Yeah. No, that one down that way is good.
Yeah.
I've bought a lot of stuff from them. Oh man, what do you got? What do you got on tomorrow?
I got two boats going right now at once. I got that lobster boat. Gonna help on that, and I got Dale's sailboat. Gonna do the boot stripe on that.
Nice.
Yeah, gonna tape that off, paint the white stripe on her, and then after that cures, gonna do the bottom. But yeah, Daly stopped me today and said, "Hey, I need help. You're gonna need to do this, do that." And so, gonna help Dale from now until first day of summer. He's going in.
He'll go
Monday,
in.
I think.
Yeah, I'll bet you he'll go in
When the float's going in.
when the float's going.
Yeah.
Those are going to be in Thursday. We got the diver coming.
Yeah.
Then we'll have the docks here out there at Night Marine. Plenty of room for all the lobster boats.
And sailors.
And sailors, yeah. I think a lot of lobster boats were a little mad when they saw Mighty Sparrow sitting on that dock for about 3 days.
Oh yeah, the Vinyl Haven boys.
Oh, they were not happy. But I you know what though? Here's the thing: is I set it up. I put fenders out on the other side. I even put 3 lines out and dangled them so they could just grab away. And only one of those boats, and I forget the guy's name. I want to say it was Jeff, but probably wasn't. He was very appreciative. Everybody else didn't care at all. Tied off to my stanchion posts. Freaking tied off to anything and everything. Might as well tied off to a
station
Kleenex.
post, huh?
Well, here's the thing: is you get a big boat wake. You know, somebody hammering the launch boat in too fast, maybe,
Right.
and then all of a sudden you've got rocking and rolling. And those boats, I mean, what does the lobster boat weigh?
Heavy.
10 ton,
Probably.
15.
I really. That would be that'd be a good question for Cyanide.
Oh yeah, Cyanide. I don't know.
Yeah, he know.
Boy,
he
we-
hauls up.
When we hauled that boat out of the main building yesterday, jeez.
What one's that? That black one?
No, the one that's on the stage down there, that it looks like a racing sailboat. Real
Oh,
tall with the yellow.
Yeah, yellow
Oh
bottom.
my gosh. It's just nerve-wracking. It didn't feel right to be chalking up a boat inside. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It felt unnatural. It's like the sun wasn't shining just right.
Yeah. That's,
And you feel like you're going to hit everything, including the ceiling.
yeah.
I don't know. Didn't like
That's
it.
a high end.
I'm glad we got that cleared out now, and it's all going to be outside from now on.
High end sailboat right there, I'd say.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I can't remember what the name of that thing is.
Night Marine, we'll take your boat, whether it's a little piece of junk or it's a high-end sailboat.
Indigo.
Oh,
Yeah.
she is a beauty.
Yeah, I had to go out the front door and look, and it's right out there. So. Yeah.
Nice one.
Yeah.
We still need to move this one. I forget what's the name of this little boat? You can see it from there. Quinn?
Quincy?
Quintus? No. Oh, Murph is headed out. He's walking out of the shack. Now he's over in the parking lot. Quintus. He's come up with Quintus.
Quintus. What's Quintus mean?
I don't
What is
know.
a Quintus.
Who knows? You know, boat names are funny like that.
Yeah.
I've never been a big fan of the old double entendre ones where it's like, you know, naughty time spelled Knoty.
You're supposed to name a boat after a woman.
That's what I've always said. You know, there's a great movie called Cabin Boy. Or no, not Cabin Boy. It's got John Candy in it. It's called Summer Rental.
Summer Rental.
You remember that one?
Yeah.
Yeah, he goes down to Florida, he breaks his leg or something, and then he takes sailing lessons. And the old guy who's got a hook for a hand, God almighty, gotta love Hollywood, he tells them, we name our boats after ladies to remind us to treat them gently.
Maybe you should tell Jim that tomorrow.
He'd probably just punch me in the face.
Yard boat don't have a name, does it?
Yeah, I know. You know, actually, Murph, I was thinking about that. I'm pretty sure you and I need to name that boat.
The Alice.
The Alice?
The Alice.
Is that Size Mom? That's exactly what I was like. I wonder what Size Celia and Size Mom is named. Alice.
I wonder what her middle name is. Alice Marie, Alice Ann.
How about just the Miss Alice?
Miss Alice.
Miss Alice.
That's all right.
That kind of sounds. That's got a little. It rolls off the tongue, just a little bit.
Yeah. Where's the Miss Alice? Well,
yeah.
Jaybird's got it.
Jay. No, you know
North Haven.
It'll be because all last year it was all Size got it. I don't know where it is.
Right.
Is there any fuel in it? I don't know. Cy did it. Cy takes a bit of a brunt around here.
Well, he owns 50. He owns 50% of it.
Yeah, I know, but every time it's like, oh, why is that piece of wood in there? It's like, oh, Cy did it. You know, I feel like sometimes it's not his fault.
They gang up on him.
Yeah, well, you know, they always like to gang up on the guy. That one's yours, bud.
Oh yeah.
Oh fuck yeah.
Yep.
I'm trying to talk like a Mainer, you know.
You're getting that.
I'm getting there, you know.
You'll get it.
It's that short speak. I really like
No
it.
worries.
Oh fuck yeah. Oh fuck yeah.
Out in the harbor. Down Port Clyde.
The hard part, though, because my grandparents, they're from Gloucester, and they used to try and teach me how to, speak like, pack the car in the Harvard yard,
get some hot dogs,
all that sort of stuff. But it's a little different up here. It's definitely different.
Oh yeah.
You can't just come up here with a Gloucester accent and think you fit in.
No, that doesn't even compare.
What was that comedian saying? I thought about that. There were some people talking about the weather. What was that comedian's name? Bob Marley, yeah. And these people were kind of complaining. They are not complaining, but they were talking about how good the weather was. Mm-hmm. And they did. They said it. They were like, oh, it's fucking good. It's like, yeah, they even swear when it's great out.
Yeah.
And I thought immediately of Bob Marley.
Yeah.
No, that was good, man. Shit. Too funny.
Good stuff. Bob Marley, yeah, he was in Boondock Saints. He's a comedian from Maine.
He was in Boondock Saints.
Yeah, he had a small role in that. He was a detective.
Right. Does he ever make it up here?
Yeah, he's played right downtown Rockland before at the Strand there. Did a show.
Is that the movie theater?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He does shows all around Maine.
Jeez,
he'll do his little.
How many? What's the capacity in there? Like a couple hundred people?
Nah, it's more than his balcony. It might hold 400 or so. I mean, they have a balcony. They serve booze, and beer, and wine up in the balcony.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yep.
I tried to do that once up in Michigan, where I had been doing tons and tons of presentations, and I sort of thought, oh, maybe I ought to try my own hand at, doing one of these, so I'm actually not getting paid, but like making money from ticket sales.
Right.
So we rented out this opera house, right? And it wasn't that expensive. It was maybe like $500-600, maybe a little more than that. And had a few months, and they were all like, well, usually people have like 6 months to advertise and all this. And I was like, well, you
Push
know,
the event.
don't have a lot of time, blah, 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 all that sort of stuff. I think I did 2 shows. First show, I think there were 8 people. Second show, I think there were like 13. It ended up costing me like $350 to do this thing.
Man.
Oh, boy. I'll tell you, it was probably the hardest show I've ever done because I'm looking out at an empty. This place could hold 600 people.
Yeah.
And I'm looking out at 13 people sporadically, like spread out all over the place.
580 seats.
But
Empty.
tell you what, though, Murph, I rocked it.
Live and learn.
Yeah,
Live and learn,
yeah.
my friend. Live and learn.
The nice part, though, with that one was the screen was probably like 30 feet. It was huge.
Part of your presentation.
Yeah, so when I did, when I showed like some of the storm stuff
Right.
down in the Southern Ocean,
Yeah.
those waves looked huge. So that was good.
Yeah. And film don't do that
Oh,
stuff justice anyway.
never.
No.
Oh, never.
I've filmed like stuff on my cell phone of rough weather. And then
Yeah.
I'll show it to people and they go, that don't look like
It's like, that looks like a nice day out. And you're just
But
thinking
if you're
to
in the
yourself,
middle of it and you got, you can feel it and hear it and see it and boats moving,
it is. And that, I think that's one of the things people don't understand. When you're on a boat, it's not like you're stationary watching these waves.
Right.
You're actually, if you're in 20-foot seas, your boat is going up and down
Heaving.
20 feet every 13 to 15 seconds.
Right.
So it is a little bit of a different story, but
Yeah.
who knows? I as much as I want to dive into storm stories with you,
Storm stories.
we got to save that
Yeah,
because
save
I
it
know
for another
you've got huge
Oh, yeah.
ones. It was so funny talking to Heath. Dad.
Oh, Heath.
Jeez Louise.
He's crazy.
He's got to have some great stories, man.
Oh, yeah.
I'm
He-
hoping.
If you don't, he can make up a few.
Oh, I'm sure, right? Well, but that's the thing, though.
His dad's a legend.
If you spend enough time out in the Grand Banks, in George's Bank, just off the East Coast,
Right.
you are going to run into really, really bad weather.
You spend enough time on the ocean, sooner or later something bad's going to happen to you.
And
it ain't all sugar and lollipops,
No.
Sometimes.
I would say, though, and I wonder if you agree, the majority of the time it is sugar and lollipops. Is that what you called it?
Yeah, I guess.
Most
of the time
time
it
it's
is.
pretty good.
Yeah, most time.
Freaking
you just
beautiful.
gotta get up in the morning, look at the weather, and decide for yourself,
Couple little seabirds floating around.
Yeah.
You get your dolphins. You get
Different when you trip fishing because you leave and you're out there for 10, 14, 16 days. Or if you're going lobstering, you wake up in the morning, look at the weather. If the weather's shitty, you just don't go. But if you're out there
Right.
trip fishing, you're already out there. You can't. You've paid for fuel. You've paid for ice. You've paid for grub. You just can't go in. You just
Yeah, you got to stick
roll
it
with
out.
it.
Yeah. No, for sure. Well, do you remember when like the Andrea Gale went down and everything?
Jeez, I don't.
You don't remember that time?
What hurricane was that? Was that
That was,
Perfect Storm, I guess.
Yeah, that was a mixture. So it was a Canadian cold front. It was another something else, and then it was a dying hurricane that was coming up from the south that all mixed together. And then the jet stream did a funny thing where one of the storms, I think once it all turned into, it did what's called retrograde, where instead of going from west to east, which is where the jet stream goes, it actually sent it back towards the coast.
Yeah.
And that was where, like, Cape Ann and stuff was taking 30-foot waves and people's houses were getting flooded. I wouldn't even doubt that up there at the old Bush estate in Kennebunkport, they were probably taking a little bit of heat from the sea.
Yeah.
Because, the ocean, it doesn't even know you're there.
Strongest thing in the world.
Darn right. Controls the climate of the whole place.
That's right. That's right.
That sucker heats up.
Yep.
Watch out, world.
Is there more blades of grass on the earth, or is there more starfish on the earth?
I would say there's probably more starfish. That's the thing, Murph. The ocean, people don't understand
The vastness.
how big that ocean is.
Yeah.
It is
crazy.
huge. And you can get away with just calling it the ocean. because it's all connected.
Right.
I mean, it essentially is one ocean. But you saw that on the other day, and I saw that where the National Geographic has declared the Southern Ocean the 5th great ocean.
Yep.
So you got the Atlantic, Pacific, the Indian, the Arctic, and the Southern Ocean.
Right.
And I would beg to differ a little bit because I think you've got the North and South Atlantic, North and South Pacific. So
Right.
I feel like there's 7 oceans out there.
Yep. That's right.
Beautiful places. Do you enjoy being out on the ocean?
Yeah, I like it. I like the naturalness of it. You know, right now I'm painting boats and sanding boats, but I've about had enough of that for this year. So in July 1st, we'll start setting lobster traps with a friend of mine, and I'll be out there breathing fresh air, baiting lobsters, filling bait bags, you know, with nice dead fish, and it's, you know, there's no sand, you know, there's no bad products. It's all natural, you know. It's all good, clean stuff.
And
Get away from all these harsh chemicals for a while.
you got any cruise spots on there, bud?
Oh, we might. I don't know.
Yeah,
Not
maybe
yet,
every
not
once in a
yet.
while.
There might be some stuff opening up. I know some people go down there, and they go down there at 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning, and they find jobs. They find work.
Really?
You know, make a couple $100 a day.
Call back to Jim, be like, hey, bud, I'm on a lobster boat. Can't come in today.
Right.
I don't know if that'd go over too well.
But
I'll tell you, well,
by August, you got.
yeah, because that's when they start creeping, right?
Yeah.
The creepy crawlies.
You guys going to be pretty much.
We're good. Well, that's the thing. I have to go back to Michigan too. So
Yeah. You got your.
you better take it in, bud, while you get it, because pretty soon old J-Rome's gonna flood the coop.
You got to go tend your glamping areas.
I don't call it quite glamping.
No, it ain't glamping.
There's a lot of raccoons and coyotes out there, so that's
Wow,
real deal.
They're nice tents, ain't they?
They are
don't
nice
have to
tents.
Bring any of their own.
I'll tell you what, those spiders can come right up and crawl in my bed, as long as they're blonde and 6'2". I tried to sound cool there for a second. It didn't work.
There's a place down by Size House down in Ash Point there that the guy has a glamping area. Yeah, he's just opened a couple years ago.
What, like where people can go and
Yep.
camp there? They
Yep.
don't have to bring anything?
They don't want to bring nothing.
Oh, no shit.
Just
Okay.
their wallet.
Yeah. Oh,
The guy provides kayaks, canoes,
that's not bad.
beds, linen,
Hey, maybe
bathroom.
we might be able to start up a little something or other here. Get a couple kayaks, offer, when people come in, they got to get a repair done. Oh, would you like to rent a kayak, sir?
Right.
Go around
Rent a
Rockland
speed
Harbor.
bump.
Yeah, right.
No, that's an idea.
Yeah.
To expand my power cord rental.
Yeah, Murph's Electric is now getting into Murph's Water Sports Center. Come on down. We got paddle boards, kayaks, everything you
Right.
want for your water sports needs.
Yeah.
Is this where we rent jet skis? Oh, I'll tell you what, if you got jet skis, you'd be making $1 million.
That'd get expensive, I think.
Yeah, I know, because you got to repair them every time somebody slams into the brake wall out there.
Right.
Well, Murph, believe it or not, we're already at an hour.
Wow.
I know.
Unbelievable.
Hate to cut you off, but it's one of those things where
Fine.
I think they say it's good to do like an hour because that's like the average commute for people, and that's when people like to listen to these things.
Right.
So, do you think did you enjoy being on the podcast?
Yeah, it was all right.
It wasn't too
No
bad?
big deal. Just something different. Never done it before. Just popped my cherry on a podcast.
Oh my gosh, now Murph is a man. If this goes crazy and you get famous, are you gonna forget about me?
Nah.
Start your own podcast?
Nah, dude, I'm not like that. No.
I
might
didn't
start my
think
own,
so.
but I'll always remember you.
Thanks, bud.
Turn me into it. Turn me on to it.
Well, Murph, I can't thank you enough,
Not
and
a problem, but
you
it was good. Yeah, thank you for the white claws, hard salsa, mango.
well, and I got more of those back on the boat. So
I like these because they're low in calories, and you drink a beer that kind of fill you up. These things, they keep you moving.
well, and they have very little sugar,
Right.
which I like a
Them
lot.
twisted teas, man, them things you can't sleep on.
No, well, I used to drink Red Bull and vodka like a freaking
Oh, yeah.
madman.
Try sleeping on that.
Jeez. There were so many nights where I would wake up at 3 a.m., my heart pounding out of my chest, and I'm just like, am I having a heart attack? If I tried to do that now, I probably would have a heart attack.
Yeah. Nah.
I don't doubt it. I hope not. I hope not.
Only the good die young, Jerome. You'll live forever.
Well, I'm going to live as long as I live. For me, it'll be forever. That's the thing people don't think about is the minute you die, basically, that's the end of life as you know it. So, in a way, yeah, you're going to live forever.
No one has yet.
Well,
Walt Disney's.
not that they know.
Frozen stuff.
Is it? Oh, he did. He had it cryogenically frozen.
Yeah,
God Almighty. And it, just to throw out a few ideas. There's gonna be one of these times where we're gonna have to have like our phones in our hands so we can just go through, what's going on in the daily news sort of thing, and we can go on topics,
Current events.
give our opinions, let people know just what we feel like up here in Maine in the boatyard.
Check on our president, Joe Biden.
Oh Lord, that'll be a whole you never know.
A lot of controversy there.
Yeah, we can just ride through TikTok, check out, see what old Graybeard's up to. We can comment on all that.
He's still mad.
That's me. That's Graybeard. We love you, bud. Hope you're getting over it, bud. All right. He's gonna listen. I know he listens to all my podcasts. Yeah, I missed him. I tried to text him. He never texted me back, but it's all right. Well, we'll get there. Maybe. So anyway, this has been absolutely a pleasure. Murph, thanks for coming on. I think we ought to do this every week for people while I'm up here. Does that sound good?
Sounds great.
As long as I bring the clams.
No worries, mate.
All right, thanks, Murph.
Not a problem, bud. See you all later.
Yep.
Signing off. 10-4. Over and out.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for listening. And if you enjoy the podcast and want to support it, just go to podbean.com and you can become a patron and keep the show on the air. Also, if you like the music at the beginning, the album is called Deep Teal, and the artist is Adrian Edson. It's available on Amazon Music. And if you want the full story of the trip around the world, the book, the Kindle book, and the audiobook can all be found on Amazon.com. Sailing into Oblivion, the solo nonstop voyage of the mighty Sparrow. Fair winds and following seas.